Hello and welcome to House News. The government has announced it is ready to serve Hajj pilgrimage this year. The House has also ensured health facilities and services for Indonesians are well prepared. The cost of performing the Hajj pilgrimages to Mecca, Saudi Arabia is expected to increase. Inflation and COVID-19 regulations are the main reasons for this rise in expenses. The House drew attention to a comprehensive study to respond to the public's proposal for the medical use of cannabis in Indonesia. It is a well-known fact that Indonesia does not allow the sale or personal possession of anything classified as a drug or narcotic, including cannabis derivatives. Indonesian lawmakers will discuss a plan to legalize marijuana for medicinal purposes after a mother's plea for the treatment for her child spread widely online. The Indonesian government has demanded justice for a migrant worker who died after suffering abuse from her employers in Penang, Malaysia. Commission 8 of the House has confirmed healthcare service and facilities, especially in Mecca and Medina, has been prepared maximally.
In a Zoom interview while monitoring Hajj in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, member of Hajj supervisory team of the House, Dia Pitaloka, mentioned the House, along with the government, has prepared isolation area in every hotel. Government has committed to give more access to health service and facilities, including in the hospital. However, Dia said the number of health workers are less than the number of the Hajj pilgrims. Therefore, the health team has to work extra to ensure the safety of the 2022 Hajj pilgrims.
Kehadiran Kementerian Kesehatan di Tanah Suci itu kita rasakan di momen haji ini memang menjadi sangat penting. Nah, terutama dalam memonitor kesehatan para jemaah. Saya juga berharap kalau misalnya ada yang flu gitu kan, influenza atau panas gitu kan, itu segera dilakukan swab. Karena untuk mencegah kalau ada yang sampai terkena COVID itu ya kita hanya bisa mencegah penyebarannya gitu.
Member of Commission 8 of the House, John Kennedy Aziz, reminds the Indonesian Hajj pilgrims to maintain the clean lines and health during Hajj 2022. The House and the government have strong commitment to provide maximal health service. It is strongly recommended to all pilgrims, as well as those who have not departed, to prepare self-vitamin and medicine.
Ya, kita berharap bahwa jamaah kita karena sudah divaksin, ya, sudah vaksin lengkap, vaksin 1, vaksin 2, dan booster. Dan kita berdoa, berharap mudah-mudahan jamaah kita yang berangkat kurang lebih sekitar 110 ribuan dan kembali juga sehat dan menjadi haji yang mabrur dan mabrurah.
Hilman Hidayat and Rifki, TVR Parlemen, report.
Government has to be well considered in deciding more Hajj quota and Hajj cost increase. Member of Commission 8 of the House encourages intensive diplomatic talk between Indonesia and Saudi Arabia government to discuss about upcoming Hajj. The House also hopes the quality of Hajj 2022 is getting improved.
Member of Hajj supervisory team of the House, Dia Pitaloka, highlighted current increase of Hajj organization costs is still covered by value benefit of Hajj funds. Dia stated detailed evaluation and revision on Hajj funds management is strongly needed. Therefore, Dia urged the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to play an active role in diplomatic approach with Saudi Arabia government to increase the number of Hajj quota for Indonesia pilgrims.
Karena kapasitas Saudi ditambah, nah pengelolaan dana haji ini menjadi tantangan sendiri gitu. Makanya dalam diskusi-diskusi di DPR juga di Tanah Suci, kita berharap akan ada review terhadap undang-undang pengelolaan dana haji dan juga ya korelasinya dengan undang-undang penyelenggaraan haji.
Meanwhile, Vice Chairperson of Commission 8 of the House, Aceh Hasan Syadzili, added government should pay more attention to waiting list period of Indonesia Hajj pilgrims. Therefore, it is important to add Hajj quota.
Yang rata-rata sekarang sudah mencapai antara 23 sampai 25 tahun di Indonesia. Bahkan ada beberapa provinsi yang sudah mencapai 40 tahun gitu ya daftar tunggunya, dan ini kita harapkan bahwa dengan adanya daftar antrian yang ditutupi dengan banyaknya kuota yang diberikan akan memberikan mengurangi daftar antrian tersebut.
The increase of Hajj costs set by the Saudi Arabia government has affected the prospective Hajj pilgrims this year. The cost spike was due to the Saudi government implementing much greater accommodation system compared to previous years. However, the Hajj Financial Management Agency will cover additional costs of regular pilgrims, while special pilgrims have to pay more costs by themselves. Hilman Hidayat and Rifki, TVR Parlemen, report.
Member of Commission 3 of the House, Taufik Basari, said the government should not be conservative in formulating policies related to narcotics. Taufik made the statement regarding the discourse of legalizing marijuana for medical needs.
Taufik said Indonesia must be open to formulating policy changes when there is research showing derivatives of cannabis plant for treatment. Taufik added discourse of legalizing marijuana for medical needs has often received various negative stigmas. Furthermore, Taufik explained the Expert Committee on Drugs Dependence in 2019 made a recommendation to the Commission of Narcotics Drugs to remove cannabis from Class 1 Convention and put under Class 2 Convention. Taufik hopes the revision of the narcotics law can change the paradigm of narcotics policy, which has always placed narcotics issues as a matter of law and law enforcement. Taufik also mentioned the paradigm must prioritize the handling of health policies.
Commission 3 of the House plans to send a letter to President Joko Widodo to absorb public aspirations to legalize marijuana for medical purposes.
In public hearing meeting with Sativa Nusantara Foundation at the Nusantara II building recently, member of Commission 3 of the House Hinca Panjaitan implies the Commission is planning to send letter to President Joko Widodo to order the Ministry of Health to immediately provide scientific legitimacy for medical marijuana. Hinca said the state through regulations and laws should provide help to all citizens who need health assistance.
Anak bangsa sedang membutuhkan pertolongan medis. Negara ini mengurus bukan hanya orang yang sehat, tapi juga orang yang sakit. Karena itu, pimpinan, saya mengusulkan segera kita menulis surat kepada Presiden untuk menyediakan dan memerintahkan Menteri Kesehatan secepat-cepatnya menangani dan menolong anak ini. Sebab jika menunggu undang-undang ini selesai kita ubah, sementara anak kita membutuhkan pertolongan detik demi detik, bukan hari, bukan bulan, detik demi detik. Karena itu negara wajib menyelamatkan.
Member of Commission 3 of the House start considering the proposal of medical marijuana in the revision of narcotic laws. The House will conduct more intensive review regarding the supervision, law enforcement, as well as health perspective. TVR Parlemen team reports.
Commission 3 of the House encourages the government to regulate the use of marijuana for medical treatment in Indonesia. The House had agreed to support marijuana as a type of narcotic class 1 move to class 2, which can be used for treatment and therapy.
After public hearing meeting with Sativa Nusantara Foundation at the Nusantara II building recently, member of Commission 3 of the House Romo Syafi'i highlighted public aspirations regarding the use of marijuana for medical purposes. The House, together with the government, would review and consider marijuana for treatment. Romo Syafi'i added only after comprehensive review conducted by the House and the government, marijuana is released from narcotic class 1 to be used for medical purpose.
Informasi yang baru ya, karena saya selama ini sependapat dengan isi undang-undang narkotika itu, bahwa ganja itu sama sekali berbahaya. Nanti dengan paparan ini menjadi kajian baru menurut saya, sehingga bila nanti memang sudah ada kajian lebih komprehensif tentang informasi yang kita dapat, maka kita juga dengan peraturan yang ada, tentu berdasarkan persetujuan bersama dengan pemerintah akan mengeluarkan ganja dari narkotika kelas 1.
The topic of legalizing marijuana for treatment was thrust into the spotlight after a woman named Santi Warastuti pleads for legal concessions for medical marijuana in order to ease the suffering of her daughter who has cerebral palsy. The PARLEMEN team reports.
The Indonesian embassy in Malaysia is already in discussions with Jakarta to file a civil suit against Ambika Shanmugam, who was acquitted by the Federal Court of murdering her domestic worker, Adelina Lisau, in 2018.
As cited from Pikiran Rakyat, domestic worker Adelina Lisau was rescued in February 2018 after she was found sleeping outside her employer's house in Bukit Mertajam in the Malaysian state of Penang. She suffers wounds to her face, hands and legs, and died of organ failure at hospital the next day. Her employer, Ambika Shan, was charged with murder and could have faced the death penalty, but Malaysia's High Court in Penang acquitted her without stating a reason. The Director of Protection for Indonesian Citizens at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Juda Nugraha, said the government would continue to seek justice for the late Adelina Lisau through civil law for claims for compensation. The Indonesian embassy will provide assistance and support for the provision of lawyers. Yuda said the Malaysian Federal Court's decision to reject the appeal was certainly very disappointing and hurt the Indonesian people's sense of justice.
And that's House News for today. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a good day.